All right, it's time for another episode of the Local Ear Podcast.
Under neon lights, there's a force that is growing in the day and the night. The sound of creation, the beat of the heart. The Local Ear magazine is where it all starts. Local Ear, we hear your call. Music and art, you inspire us all. Local Ear, in you we trust. You're the voice of the scene, you're the voice we trust.
All right, everybody, welcome back. And so, hello, it is Local Ear Podcast. I have to say that word podcast, Local Ear under podcast. I've said Local Ear on air. I've said Local Ear radio show, Local Ear magazine, all these wonderful things we've been saying Local Ear with throughout the years. And yet, here we are back in an audio-only podcast again, that occasionally just randomly drops out of the blue, just sort of like our magazine. But it's all about the hype and keeping something going, keeping it alive. So I just thought I wanted to touch base because you haven't heard anything from the Local Ear really in any kind of big form for a good while. And last time we talked, maybe last time you heard from us, probably on our Facebook page. That's about where we have some activity. We keep talking about this new magazine that has never surfaced yet. It is still on the way. I'm still talking about it. It's still on the way. Stuff is literally happening. It is just moving like a turtle, or in this case, a tortoise, I guess. A turtle is in the water. A tortoise is on ground. That's the official answer for that. So yeah. So what are we right now? I think our website's under construction. We are like practically kind of out of service, out of sight, out of mind, out of service, out of whatever. We have a great interview. We talk with some great interviews on this show. We always get cool people to talk to, and we're going to be talking to some more cool people. In the meantime, I guess, the other sister show that I do, the Lunch with Doug, that's not really totally music, but then we did get a bunch of artists over there. I should probably put those interviews over here, but it gets complicated. So if you not complicated, just techie. There's just lots of stuff to it. So it might just be easier if you check out the Lunch with Doug podcast. You can look for the ones that have interviews. There's musical people on there. There's some good shows. Some of those, like I said, I've moved those episodes. I've doubled up the episodes. I made a version for here. I've made a version for there. But it's just a lot to think about, folks. And Local Ear is, I got to be real with you guys, man. It's just real. You know, it always has been. We're an independent publication that is on a shoestring budget. Somehow we put this sucker out every once in a while. It goes out to people, subscribers in 12 states. So we got a loud voice, but not huge, and not everywhere. Not a household name by any means, just certain places. About 24 pages in each issue. It's all black and white inside, color on the front, glossy pages though. It's a really nice looking little magazine. And I'd tell you could subscribe to it at the website, but again, the website is under construction. So we're not taking subscriptions right now. Imagine that. You're in there, you're producing a magazine that's subscription based, and you're not taking subscribers. So if you're in, you are in, okay? That's kind of cool. So at this point, if you're in there, your name's in the deal, you're going to get the new magazine. So that's fun, right? That's exciting. We're an elite secret club or something like that. I don't know. We don't have any secret symbols or smoke signals or anything, or a handshake. Sorry, guys. I have to get with the program. I'm trying to put out a magazine, you know. Just kidding. But not kidding. It's happening, folks. It's going to be a great issue. And I tell you what, if you're interested to get on the waiting list, I guess I should call it, the waiting list to subscribe, if you're interested, email me at localear@yahoo.com and tell me that you'd like to get this new magazine. And we'll send you a little thing away to pay for your subscription. And you could subscribe. We'll do it the old-fashioned way. And then it is a tangible magazine that sends out. We absolutely do not do this digital in any way, shape, or form. So the content that comes out in the magazine is very rarely do we reissue a article from the magazine digitally. Occasionally, but it's many months later usually. So this is really something special, folks. They're low. Like I said, we don't have a gigantic subscription base, so very limited quantities are produced of these issues, and they're very collectible, very cool. I have quite an archive of them. Of course, I make it so it's special to me, but I think it's special to many people. The brand's been around for a long time now, 25 years now. We've had Local Ear as a brand in some various facet, and we've done some really cool stuff with it as it's morphed into different things throughout the years, as it was in a kind of more like a production company for a while, and it was more of a magazine for a while, and it was more of a radio show for a while. It's been a lot of things, and now we've added this podcast simply to so I can reach out to you guys, and so I can get to you in the digital spectrum without compromising the analog. I guess that's not the right word because it's not audio, but it's very tangible product in print magazine. So I don't want to compromise its awesomeness with making it a digital version. So instead we said, we'll just do a podcast occasionally with no rhymes or reason. It just lands. And as today, it landed again. And if it popped up on your little thing, you're like one of the very special people that are in our cool loop. So maybe you're not on our mailing list, though. You need to do that because you need to subscribe. We put out, I'll say this very loosely, there's 4 magazines approximately every year that come out approximately quarterly. However, it has been a good 6 months since our last issue came out. But if you subscribe for what we would call an annual subscription, you get 4 magazines. Whenever they come out, you get them. You'll get all 4 of them. And then you resubscribe to another 4 magazines. That's how this works. And as long as there's people still subscribing, we keep producing magazines, which we do have a subscription base. And my apologies that we're leaving you guys hanging in the freaking dark. So there's going to be some good things coming up, and we may get another podcast out before we actually get that zine out. But it's on the way, folks. It's on the way. So that's all I wanted to say today. I just wanted to drop in here and tell you, promise you there's some good stuff coming. And, check out our Facebook. That's about the place where we do have a Facebook page. And, of course, the Lunch with Doug stuff, but it's all over the place. It's all about a lot of the things that I'm doing and everything's not exactly the Local Ear brand, but occasionally we talk about the Local Ear brand on our TikTok, on my TikTok, the Lunch with Doug TikTok. So I guess you sort of need the support of Lunch with Doug to really be in the loop of what is going on with Local Ear. But I'm going to try to keep you guys informed better here at this podcast as well, in between interviews and music guests and all that good stuff. So, yeah, so check out the past podcasts. If you've not heard all of them, there's some really good ones. Some of them are exclusive to Spotify, but that's changed. Now they're just talk episodes. We don't play music in them. However, our music correspondent, is that what he is? I don't know what he is. DJ Finnis. The DJ Finnis is now part of our fold, and he makes playlists. So there is playlists for every episode, or every issue of the magazine. there's a playlist on Spotify. Again, we're pretty hardcore with Spotify. So it's all on Spotify. But yeah. But the podcast now, this one you might be able to hear this one on Apple. I don't know. I don't even know. It's out there. We threw it out there. Here's our flag. We're waving at you. More Local Ear. Coming very soon.
There's a force that is growing in the day and the night. The sound of creation, the beat of the heart. The Local Ear magazine is where it all starts. Local Ear, we hear your call. Music and art, you inspire us all. Local Ear, in you we trust. You're the voice of the scene, you're the voice we trust. With every beat, with every word that is so sweet, we're making our town better, one note at a time. With the Local Ear magazine, we're creating rhymes. Local Ear, we hear your call. Music and art, you inspire us all. Local Ear, in you we trust. You're the voice of the scene, you're the voice we trust. From the murals on the wall to the songs in the air, in every corner, all over the square, we're the creative force, we're the punk rock band. With the Local Ear magazine, we make our stand. Souls like a sweet refrain. With music and arts, we'll make our town shine. With a local magazine